What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I said that I was going out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Y'all got The View speaking on AOC and her presidential run. Me personally, I feel like, and this is me being completely honest with y'all, and there's gonna be a lot of people that agree. There's gonna be a lot of people that disagree. But me personally, I feel like whoever they put up when it comes down to the Democratic Party, I mean, it's not gonna be well. I feel like it'll be a little better than Kamala. I'll give them that. It'll probably definitely be a little better than Kamala, but I don't see it going the right way when it comes down to the Democratic Party. I also want to say too as well. I know a lot of y'all been following my videos. Like I said, I'll be saying it. This will be my second time. I will be saying it, 3 times in my next video as well. That I did get y'all update, my last video, but I know a lot of y'all don't click on the videos on every single one of the video. But Nana's still in the hospital, but twins nutrient Tim, his son, did make it out of surgery. So definitely amazing and a blessing. He said it was successful. So definitely amazing. I thank y'all for y'all prayers. I definitely do. My Nana is still in the hospital currently, though. It's her second night staying. Hopefully she doesn't have to. And I pray that she doesn't have to stay another night. But I want her to feel, better and great. I definitely do. Anybody else, that's in the hospital, or going through anything, definitely prayers go to you. Let's check it out.
So Democrats are searching for their presidential candidate for 2028, and both sides of the aisle are giving their predictions. Watch.
The leading Democrat for 28. I think it's got to be AOC.
What's your response to that?
I mean, I hope he is. That's what I'll say.
Bernie Sanders will be extremely old by the end of his term if he does run and win. But there's some theories about how he could finesse that. He's got a ton of energy. He's not a normal 80-something. Now, having had 2 80-something presidents, the country's not really in the mood for someone that old. But as a force to win the nomination, I believe he's extremely strong.
You want somebody who follows the Constitution, not somebody who wrote it. I should talk. He's the same age as me, and I would not run for president. I don't have the energy to do such a job like that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like...
Neither does Trump. Has it stopped him?
No. Right.
Well, he's doing a damn good job while you're trying to throw shots. A great job. Can y'all imagine Joy Behar? I mean, can y'all imagine any of these women that's sit right here? This is a question I got for y'all. And this is me. I want everybody that's watching this right now to go in the comments and tell me, out of all these ladies, let me see who all sitting here. Out of all these ladies, Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, Anna Navarra, Sunny Hostin, or Alyssa Fair Griffin, which person would y'all see actually be president? I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, no, I want to see. I just want to see. I want to see. I definitely do. I want to see y'all answer. Y'all gotta pick somebody though. Y'all gotta pick somebody.
Have the energy to do such a job like that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like...
Neither does Trump. Has it stopped him?
No. Because, it's not... It's not that. I have the energy, actually, but I don't have the desire.
Yeah.
You can't go through life with the same level of ambition that you
Mm-hmm.
had when you were 30 years old.
Right.
Our best presidents, I mean, here, the Barack Obama was 47, Ulysses S. Grant, 46, Bill Clinton.
I mean, of course they're gonna say, best Barack Obama.
46, John Kennedy, 43, Theodore Roosevelt, 42. Okay, LBJ was 51, Clinton, 46, FDR, 51.
Yeah.
Between 30 and 60, those are the wonder years to run for president. We love Bernie. I mean, I think he's a great senator, but come on.
Well, and no reference to what condition Bernie Sanders is in. I think the best take on this is you just can't sell this right now to the country. With the President Biden debacle followed by what we're witnessing with President Trump. The country needs to be excited. They need to be hopeful. They need to be unified. Someone needs to inspire them. That kind of pitch of like, we're going to put out Bernie Sanders, and no shade against him personally, I don't necessarily agree with him with his policies, but it's not just him personally. It's the country has gone through this twice, and I think we're done. Like,
what was the other one, Reagan?
No, I'm saying that on the heels of President Biden and now President Trump, to put up Bernie Sanders
Another
will be
octogenarian.
86 when he runs. Like,
Right.
I
And
just-
90 when he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's not personally against how that age matches, because everyone looks different, acts different, has different energy levels, but the country has been deeply disappointed. And I think we need a unifying spirit come together.
I don't think that the country's been disappointed. I don't know what she's like speaking on, or like who she's speaking on, but the country hasn't been disappointed. I feel like things have rather been good. I think what it is that they think people are disappointed because they're very much so in denial and don't like and put in more so of they putting their feelings up front, you know, at the end of the day. And that's what makes it annoying. You know, that's what makes it truly annoying. And I understand that. You know, I truly don't. One thing about it, I'm not going to sit here and just, oh, yeah, the country just, they disappointed and they don't like what President Trump is doing. I'm not about to say that, because I feel like so many people aren't saying, it's one thing after another. Nobody is complaining about the things they talked about 2-3 months ago. They're for now, I can definitely say that a lot of people are stuck on the Iran thing. That's what I think. Other than that, I don't see nobody talking about, you know, unless it's just them them disliking Trump. That's about it.
Who inspires, and I just don't think that's
You
going
know,
to come.
funny
in Bernie
though,
Sanders.
ironically, Bernie Sanders, who's been barnstorming the country, doing a lot of campaign events, a lot of them with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, actually does energize, does inspire, does mobilize voters out. But let's also consider the source. Bernie Sanders is not saying he's running. Nobody's putting Bernie Sanders out. I do think that Bernie Sanders is going to have a role. I think he's going, you know, he's very influential. He's going to put his finger in the scale, but I don't expect him to run.
I think his policies are more relevant now than ever before, because we are experiencing this affordability crisis. We need our healthcare to be better. We need our schools to be better. We have the erasure of history going on. So I think that the platform that he has always, I think, put forward is very attractive.
But my thing is
Gen
like,
Z.
I understand like how a lot of people, y'all thought I was about to say what Sonny was saying, how a lot of people are saying what is needed and like what can be better when it comes down to the Trump administration. But I also can see and know that the simple fact of when the last administration was in there were a lot of things that were truly going on, but obviously they didn't talk about it, and a lot of people didn't talk about it because they still had that hatred for President Trump. Mind you, all these people that's acting like this towards ICE, saying this, saying that, always got something to say and doing these different things and talking crazy about Trump and hating Trump and this, that, and the other are the same individuals that was talking crazy and laughing at Biden because he failed or because he fell off a bicycle or because he was slurring over his words. Those are those same individuals. But now since President Trump is there, they want to get all serious and act like they know everything. Everybody truly gets very much so political, like they know everything that's going on, you know, and actually researching things without, you know, and they looking at every single lying post that gets put out, you know, and it's truly ignorant. That's why I love the simple fact that people eventually reach my channel. I didn't have people that's on here, true story. I didn't have people that's on here before will talk crazy to me and will watch my videos. And as they watch my videos, I just seen somebody today. This is the funny thing about it. I remember seeing this individual today, and I had seen them in my comments, and I remember I had said something to that individual because they thought something different. It was a woman, and they thought something different. And, you know, I keep it pretty, you know, respectful. You know, speaking to people on here, I find it funny. You know, I've been doing this for a while. You know, one thing about it, you know, you get somebody with kindness. You know, I can't say the other word. You know, it definitely becomes, you know, you know what I mean? It feels good. So I did that back then. And I started to see this individual comment and understand and love, you know, so that's why I love to do what I do when it comes to my titles, when it comes to my thumbnails, because I draw so much attention from others as well. Not just, you know, conservatives and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's everybody, and that's what I try to reach. And I feel like so many people, it's very important for them to realize what's going on. and not
younger
these.
voters,
relevant.
and quite frankly relevant, because it's Medicare for all, housing as a human right, justice for workers and small businesses, elevate public education, Green New Deal, women's rights, support LGBTQ plus rights. I mean, I think this platform is the Democratic platform to move forward.
But that
no
list
question.
that you just gave, the right wing at the moment is calling that communism.
Well,
basically.
Well, it's not.
I mean, you do have to break it down beyond a platitude. What does housing for all mean? I don't want to see anyone unhoused either, but
It
does
means
that mean
protect current
federally?
occupants, repair public housing, and build affordable housing.
Well, yeah, that's the bipartisan housing bill that Republicans and Democrats voted for, and our president just needs to sign into law. Listen, I think that Bernie Sanders will absolutely have a force within who is chosen to ultimately be the nominee. Right now, we're seeing it. These DSA, these Democratic Socialist candidates, are very much where the energy of the Democratic base is, but there are downsides to that. What happens is when you have some of these far-left politicians meddling in and kind of getting involved in primaries, you have what happened with Graham Plattner. You have somebody who may energize people but isn't properly vetted, didn't go through a full process. So I think there's a place where he can influence the discussion perhaps around affordability and taking on billionaires. But my hot take of the moment is the most likely person to be the Democratic nominee is Kamala Harris. In every poll, she is still, it's usually her and Gavin Newsom neck and neck.
I have a list here.
She's usually ahead. If I may just finish.
I have a better list.
She is usually ahead.
I love her. She was great, but she didn't win one time. What makes you think she's going to win again?
I find it hard to believe that based on the money she raised, the name ID she has, and I don't think the party would pass over her for a generic white man.
I would absolutely love if Kamala Harris were to run again. I would absolutely love it. Please. I'm begging for Kamala Harris to run again. Y'all just don't know. Please. When I say it is the funniest thing in the world, if y'all go look at my older videos of when Kamala ran, y'all would see I had a smile on my face staying there every day. I was so geeked to just do a video because it was something every single day. Every single day of Kamala Harris just sounding more ignorant and arrogant, and then she'll switch her voice up and she'll have somebody twerking at a rally. When I say that it was hilarious, it truly was hilarious. I know y'all remember, for the ones that's been here for a while, y'all truly remember the things that was going on with Kamala. So Alyssa Fairgiffin, please let her know that she should run. I truly would absolutely love it. I don't know about y'all, but I would love it because one thing about it, y'all think that it was a landslide with President Trump. Trust and believe. There's so many individuals that I truly can name back to back that can literally win by a landslide against Kamala Harris. Trust and believe.
John Ossoff, he's 39 years old.
Yeah.
I like Josh Shapiro, 53 years old.
I love Josh
Gavin
Shapiro.
Newsom, 58.
That's the problem.
Gavin Newsom?
J.B. Pritzker, 61.
What about
those?
And J.B. So all these names that she's naming, look at the area that they're in and see how destructive things are. This makes no sense to me.
Buttigieg. What about Pete Buttigieg? Wes Moore. There are some people that are just like...
Wes Moore is good.
Wes Moore is phenomenal. And this is one of the things I love about him.
We all love Buttigieg. Are they going to vote for a gay guy?
I am not going to break the party down based on they won't vote for gay white women. I think the identity reduces the charisma of the character, the person in front of us.
You're not in reality.
No,
I don't think
guess
that's
what?
reality.
Guess what?
That isn't reality.
I wish that's what we did.
I wish
People
that's
were
what this
sitting
country
around
was
when
about.
President Obama won and said, "We're so ready for a black president." No, he blew it out of the park, and everyone was like, "And there we go."
Yeah, and you know what?
You show
and after
them what they're
President
ready
Obama,
for.
you know what we got? We got Trump. We got a white lash against a black president. That's what we got.
Yeah, you know what?
And this country,
That's because so many people made it more so a race issue like they do with everything else when it comes down to all Barack Obama and Trump. People need to look at the simple fact that when it comes down to America and what people are like, that's the more important thing about it. It's not sitting here stop making everything about race. And of course it comes from Sunny because that's all she gives out.
this country, after 250 years, we're beyond identity, but we are not. And we need to be realistic. And as a Democratic Party, we need to win. We need to get this country back.
There's not going to be one great candidate. I think you're going to see in the Democratic nomination, I think you're going to see on the stage 10, 12, 15 great candidates, and the people are going to get to vote. I think you are going to see a gay man. I think you are going to see a black woman. I think you are going to see.
But who's going to win is the question.
Well, they're going to duke it out. The one who runs the best campaign and who energizes the voters.
Maybe I'm too old at this point for this conversation, but I've been watching this country for a long time, and you've got to be in reality. This past few years that Trump has been in office, he's practically destroying democracy. Yeah. This is an emergency we're in.
Correct.
We can't stay around.
See, and stuff like this is when it comes to them scaring people and having people to react. I'm not saying because people are grown, they make those choices on what they do. But when it comes to them saying this is an emergency and Trump is doing this and Trump is doing that, I'm telling y'all, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like is this stuff right here.
Obama gave Democrats the playbook for how to win. There was a moment when Republicans thought we may never win a national election.
Did she say Obama gave them a playbook?
Obama gave Democrats the playbook for how to win. There was a moment when Republicans thought we may never win a national election.
So if Obama gave Democrats the playbook on how to win, when it came to Kamala Harris and him helping her out and this, that, and the other, why was it a landslide? Seeing how Obama, man, I could go about how Obama, I don't know what makes people think that Obama is just the greatest, like he was the greatest president. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, don't get me started.
Election again because he got the working class together. He got black voters. He was able to bring a coalition that looked undefeatable.
Who's that?
But Barack Obama. The problem is Democrats have
Trump had black voters.
Working class voters. They need somebody who could speak to bringing that constituency back. And what it is, this is where I warn about Bernie. It is not going ultra far left on social issues. It's talking about affordability. It's having actual proposals that can get through Congress
really think
and change
that
people's lives.
John Ossoff and Josh Shapiro and Gavin and Pritzker are not for all of those things.
No,
they
I'm
are
not
for.
She's saying the leaning.
I'm talking about the Bernie Sanders wing of the party.
But
Those are all great.
Joy,
I'm saying that these people.
I hate it when I hear you say that it's got to be like a white man, because I then feel that it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I don't want.
I'm not that powerful, Anna.
No, yeah, but you've got millions of people watch us on a daily basis, and you are a feminist. You have fought to break glass ceilings.
She's also a realist.
I know, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to tell little black children or little Latino children or little girls that they can't run and become president one day.
And by the way, in all likelihood...
But the thing is like, I'm not one that's about to sit here and tell, regardless of your skin color, and she could have just left everything out and just said little girls or young women that they not going to be president. I'm not here to say that at all. I'm just saying you have to know what you're doing. That's just like people working. Like, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know. Man, I ain't trying to go because if y'all really want my thought on it, I don't know. It takes you to be very strong when it comes down to your mental. When it comes down to your mental and everything, because that is, something that tough job. I mean, they ain't never been president, but I can about imagine. Like, bruh, like seeing all the stuff that's going on. I don't know about y'all. I don't even think to be no president at all. I'm good. I'm truly good.
But then can I say something after?
I am not saying that. I am saying that we are in a burning building right now. That's all I'm saying.
That only a white man can save us from?
I'm talking about winning. What is this country going to do when they really get down to it?
And by the way, I do
That's
think
all.
today...
The future, it belongs to every child, every color, every nationality. Great.
But what you're saying is what? That the only people that can save us from the burning building is a white man?
Do consider, too, that we're not running against Donald Trump in the next election, and I think the most likely Republican candidate
I like when they argue. It makes me happy. This is exactly what the left does, y'all. This is why they don't even know who is leading when it comes down to the Democrat. They don't have a leader. They don't have a leader at all.
A Cuban American, so keep that in mind too.
Oh, yeah. He's forgotten he's Latino, not saying a damn thing while people getting deported.
I mean, if you put up Obama again, the argument is moot. But you know, you're going to have to get somebody that good.
Well, he served 2 terms, and Obama's living his best life.
Yeah, have you seen him lately? He looks great.
They're happy.
They're very happy.
The simple fact that they have to say that they're very happy and they're happy, we know they're not. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below. One thing about it, you know, I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from y'all, and let me know. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Catch y'all next one.